Dave Marsh, iGolftv, back once again. Now in the last video we started to count down my top 10 favourite videos from season 1 and season 2. I gave you videos from 10 to number 6. In at number 5 is 1 swing, 3 distances. You know this drill, but here's a reminder. What I want to do is control 1 swing with my wedge shots. I just want 1 swing. Now the way I'm going to make the ball go different distances is I'm going to use different clubs. It's almost like cheating, isn't it? Look at the balance there, right on line. That looks pretty good. My 4th favourite video is learn to chip it like you throw. The secret's in the title, I think. And we want to learn from the feelings we get on this first throw. You can see when I come back and I take the swing of my arm back, see how my weight is now on my right hand side, and as I come through it moves through to my left side. Now you do things like that very naturally. You don't specifically think, right, I'm going to throw this ball, I need to draw my arm back, I need to get my weight on my right side, I need to release it through. You let things happen very naturally. So if I throw a ball up to the flag, got it going in a good line, little bit left, but pretty good. You can see the way I threw that up there, that action of release there, that soft action, I wasn't tense like that, I just let the arm go. Now what I want to do is do exactly the same when I put a ball in place. So I'm not going to think about anything else, I'm going to think about that feeling as the ball went up there, and I'm just going to let that feeling happen. Simple, just let it happen. It's like I'm throwing the ball up there. Just pitch it up, it runs up, it's on a good line. Just a little short, but not bad. But it's that feeling, throw the ball up there. Now we've reached my top 3 favourite videos about the short game. At number 3, it's the magic bunker journey. Get the island on the green. Here I am in the bunker, a place a lot of amateurs don't like to be. Let me explain and give you a tip of how you can get the ball out every time. The real secret is you're not going to make contact with the ball. The first 2 islands, what we're going to do, we're going to imagine there's a ball there and just get the island on the green. Ball will pop out every time just like that. Just missing out on the top spot, and at number 2 is pitching it close. This is a technique that all players should work on. Alright, let's talk about the pitch shot. One of my favourite shots this is, because it gives us the opportunity to play quite a variety of different trajectories. Even though it's just a short shot, we're just going to turn back and then pump the legs into the ball. This will control the flight better than you can ever believe. Very quiet turn on the way back with the shoulders and the upper half of the body. Pop the legs. One more. Just quietly I turn that upper half of my body, and then I'm just going to pop the leg. That's really great technique for you to follow. So that's my countdown from 10 to 2. It just leaves me with one final video to tell you about. This is my favourite video from seasons 1 and season 2 when it comes to the short game. And the video is, well, you know what, at iGolftv we're always giving you more, and that's exactly what I've got for you now. Instead of 1 video, I've got 2. The reason I'm showing you 2 videos is because basically it's the same tip explained a different way, and I want you to watch both. The tip is learn to just use your left hand when you're chipping, especially when you're practicing. So basically the reason I like the left hand only is because it does some great things. It enables you to grip the club very, very softly. It also enables you to work on that strike. If you can strike the ball great with just the one hand, when you introduce the right hand back on, it's going to feel so simple. So that's the tip that I want you to take to the practice ground. That's the tip that I believe is going to make such a difference to the way you chip the ball and the way your confidence is built. So enjoy watching the clip, and I'll catch you next time. Now there's a few reasons why we only use the left hand. Number 1, we want to get used to moving this left shoulder on its own back. That's what drives the backswing. Just get used to turning that back. Number 2, I love one hand only because it gives us softness. So many players, especially handicapped golfers, struggle with strangling the club. One hand on the club allows us to be very soft. The next thing, rhythm. One hand allows us to be very fluid in the way we move the club back and through. It stops us being too overprotective of the swing. So just allow that really rhythmical, fluid motion to come. Another point, the back of the left hand. Poor chippers tend to break down at impact here. If we can keep this point nice and firm coming through, which is much easier to practice with just the left hand, that's going to really help the strike. The next thing is the strike. If you can strike the ball well with just one hand, when you put two hands on, it's going to feel really, really easy. Weight on the left hand side, just turn that left shoulder back on its own. Listen to that strike. Lovely line on that, probably got a chance to go in. Set back up for the left hand. Really will educate your left back of the wrist there. It's so good for delivering the club into the ball. Final one with both hands. See how I set up the same every time? So much consistency. Go ahead, work hard on drills like this because they really will benefit you when you get out on the course.